Hello. Do you know that sometimes some people they break up? Oh, I have to fix this. Just give me a moment. I have to fix this. It's not working. I have to fix this. I have to fix this. I have to fix this. Good. Do you know sometimes we break up with the ones we love, cherish, and care about? Not because we want to, but because of the way they treat us. Do you know that? Most people who are loving and caring and committed in their relationship, they never care about living. What they are focused on is about staying. Do you know that? But what gets to happen is that when they are pushed so hard, when they feel like they've lost control of it all, and they are hanging like this, they resorted to living. They resort to living, which is not always their decision. They are compelled to, they are forced to. Did you know that? Are you one of the people experiencing that in your relationship? You stop because you love, you care, you providing, you're doing all that somebody should do in a relationship, but you're stuck. You don't know how to live. You're just thinking, what can I do? So what do we do when we are in this situation? When they are in this situation, they have no option but to live. And you start saying, oh, this person did this person did. They had no option. And the only option they had at the time was to leave. Hello. But that person, hi Sucha, hi Ganesh, hi Dan. So people love to be in a relationship. They are committed. They are putting all, their efforts. They are supporting financially, emotionally, communicating, giving their all and all for you. But when they have put it 120%, and you put 120%, and it's still not working, you have just the only option to live. You are living. You are living. Not because you want to. You are living. Not because you like it. You are living. Because that's the only option you have at the time. When you're committed, you're saying, for better, for worse, I love you, I will stick with you, I will do everything with you, I'm not going to leave you. You don't know that those kind of situations will come. And when they come your way, you stop. You have nothing to say. Hapatel. You have nothing but just to say, I have to leave. You're pushed to the last resort. And you have nothing but to say, I am leaving. You will tell me, you watching, that when you put in your all, 120%, and you keep pulling, there gets to a time that you can't pull any no more. When you reach the last stop, the last bus stop, what do you have to do? You have to come out. And that's what we do. So why would somebody leave a relationship that you've been committed? A relationship that you put in your all, your finances, your emotions, your time, You are everything. Why would a man leave that? Why will you leave? Why would I leave a relationship where there's everything? Why am I gonna leave that relationship? When oh hi Michael, when I don't feel wanted. You know, if you're in a relationship and you don't feel wanted, your coming, your presence irritates people. The more effort you put to be wanted, the more people are running away from you. Me and you will agree to that you will say, oh, I feel I'm not wanted. That's to tell me it's time to leave. You may want to force it, you may want to ignore it, but I tell you, you will come to that compromise. You will come to that understanding. You come to that point where you're going to say, I now understand. They don't want me around. And then you leave. When you start seeing those signs, people let you know you are not wanted. You will leave. When that person starts openly showing, display their infidelity. You know, before when they were respecting you and they have those bad habits, but they are hiding and doing them behind of you, that is telling you that they still value you. That is telling you there's still some iota of love. They give you that respect. So that's why they don't do it in front of you. That's why they do it behind you. When that person starts displaying that attitude of infidelity in front of you, they are telling you you are not wanted. They are telling you they are done. They are telling you they've checked out. Don't pretend as if you didn't see or hear. Action speaks louder than words. That is highlighting. They are already saying, hello, can't you see I am done here? What are you wanting to know that you can't see? They are already communicating. They go as far as to bring their cheating partners to your home. They will even ask you, the matrimonial wife, to sleep out in the guest room so he could sleep with the cheater on your matrimonial bed. They will even tell you that you were a mistake. They will let you know you are not in the right place. And they will bring all the things that they never talked to you about. They say, I never loved you anyways. You forced yourself in me and then you got yourself pregnant. I was even hanging out with you because you had a child with me. When those things start coming out, please, let's not be in love with, let's not blind our reasoning, blind our ability to listen and understand, to see the colors and interpret. Let's not blind ourselves. When they start doing all those things, they are telling you, hello, pack up. I don't want you anymore. They had long checked out from the relationship a long time ago. But because you were not picking on it, they started showing it to you in the actions. Because you're so dumb, you can tolerate, you can accept. Oh, I love him. He's so darling. He's so good in bed. I have never seen a man like him. I've never seen a woman like her. She's all in a woman that I need. She has everything in a woman I need. I don't need to go out. Who will I look for outside when I have this beautiful dancer here? Which beautiful dancer? When they have long checked out long time ago. Which beautiful dancer? They say, oh, you're the butter in my bread, the chocolate in my tea, you're the sweetener The sugar, the everything in my hot chocolate with sugar. The sugar that is temporary. That you kick me out of our bed for a certain person to be on that bed. And that you'll be showcasing your infidelity without respect. That you tell me I'm going for a weekend and you go spend the whole weekend with a different woman. And then you come back to me and say I went on a business trip. Which business trip? Which business trip? Are you for real? Which business trip? There's no business trip. That's no business trip. But because you love. Because you love. Do you know that the good, loving, caring people always choose the wrong people as their partner? 80% always choose the wrong people. When you guys were dating, you could see the incompatibilities. High patience. You could see the incompatibilities, but you chose to be blind. You chose to pretend and say, oh, I hope he's going to change. I know he loves me so much. And because he loves me, he's going to change. Let me tell you a secret. When a man loves you and feels that if he changed a bit, he's going to bring you into his home, he's going to do that. But the question is that change going to be lasting? Is the change just temporarily to please you so that you get into his net, so that you get entangled, so that you have kids with him, so that you're stuck with him, loving him, and then he goes back to what he's always been? Are we women, hi Isabella, are we men, hi Patience, hi Sigata, are we that smart to figure out the real men who are changing for real and the real men who are not changing for real? No. Or the real women who are changing through change, or they are changing just to please you? Another thing, a man will change temporarily to get you. And when they know that you are in their arms, they cover their hands and they go back to what they have been. How then do you figure that out? Oh, he has changed. He loves me so much. He gives me whatever I want. She treats me like a king. She treats me like a queen. She treats me like, oh my God, that woman loves me. No. She's just giving you what you want because she has realized that that's what you want. She will give you that and promise more and say, you know, I was a prostitute, or I was doing this for money, but because of you, you take me out. I will never do that. They'll say that to you. Guess what? When they settle, sign, get everything ready, they start doing it behind you. That's what the saying goes. Somebody who does that for money will always want to go do that for money. Only a percentage can change. A man who didn't make that decision to change, who only changed because they want to have you. When they have you, they're going to go back. Absolutely right, my dear. Absolutely right. They're going to go back. Why would they go back? They will go back because they weren't doing it from their within. They were doing it to please you. They were doing it because it was one of their expectations. But the thing that he didn't say was that you doing this thing means that you're not going to go back. For if you dare goes back, everything moves back to normal. Setting that boundaries at the end and letting them know, I don't expect you to change. If you're changing, let it be your change and you change for it. I don't want somebody who go flip-flop. You flip today this way and tomorrow you flip the next day. You want to be so consistent and let them know. If you're in a devoted relationship where you're giving all, where you're pushing, you're crawling, you're giving your best to the best of your ability, even seeking help, seeking support, and the other person is so contented and doesn't put effort. You're here killing yourself, running hater skater, and that person is just not putting effort. Those are those relationships that the person is going to break up away. Not because they don't love you, but they love you, but they see that your efforts are not enough. Are you in a relationship? If you are, is your effort, the effort you put in that relationship, enough? Can you stand underneath your chest or validate and say, I'm putting enough effort in this relationship? If you can, put a thumb up when you watch this. Because some people, they are not putting any effort. The other partner is struggling, and they will run to you and say, hello, my dear, I am really struggling. Can you leave work a little bit early? Don't schedule another meeting after you're done your work time, so you can come and support me with this. And you say, no, I have to work. I have to work. And the other person is killing themselves. The other person is doing this. Or you've lost your job. And because that job, you love it so much, you are hopeless. You don't feel like you can ever have another job. Hi, Eddie. You don't feel like you can ever have another job. And all you do is just sit at home and be mad at yourself that you lost a job. And you don't want to do anything lower than the job. And your other partner is struggling to foot all the bills. And you have other lower job opportunity where you can start working there to put help with the bills so that you can look for that job, your dream job. But no, you say you cannot go anything lower. And guess what? Your other partner is choking. Your other partner is struggling. She is like almost not breathing, getting up here. But you're busy there. No, I can't take a job lower than what I've done. I can do this. I didn't come here to do this. I was this back home. So when I'm here, I was a medical doctor. You didn't bring me here to come and be cleaning poop. You didn't bring me here. You start somewhere. You were a medical doctor, and so why did you come? You would have stayed there and be a medical doctor. Oh, I was a lawyer, and so I can't be a... Oh, you were a lawyer. Why did you then leave? Stay back there in your country and survive. Stay back there and be doing what you want to be doing. And you come, you want to do something, you have to be ready to go down. And when you sit in home, not contribute morally, emotionally, financially, just a stumbling block, people get fed up. Lack of showing interest, lack of putting in effort, that gets people upset. And that person that loves you so much, wish you feel that person can let you go, will want to let you go. They will let you go because you caused them to let you go. Because you're not supporting them to be able to love you back, love you more. You are not enhancing the love. You're killing the love. You're not promoting it. You're not nurturing. Love has to be nurtured. You know, there are times you're in a relationship and like, how did I get here? Is it the same man that I got married to? How come I don't love him that much? Is this the same woman I got married to? I was loving over heels with this woman. I wonder what happens to me. Let me tell you why. Research has shown that when people are dating and getting married, they love themselves so very much. But you know what? There comes a time after 2 years of marriage, if you're not nurturing that love, if you're not investing emotionally, if you're not showing, desiring the other person, if you're not putting effort to maintain that relationship, it begins to die down. You have to always boast it. You know, when a car in the winter starts to stop, you need boasting. The same in your relationship. It needs you to boast it. It needs you to nurture it. It needs you to flavor it. It needs you to pamper it. You know how you pamper a baby? Today you may pamper with this style and it works. And tomorrow you try the same style, it doesn't work. That's the same thing with children. That's the same thing in your relationship. You may present this trick to your wife, to your husband, and it works. And you feel like, oh, I've got it. You make it next time, it wouldn't work. So there's that need for constant creativity. That is the nurturing. There's that need for constant putting fuel. For a car to run, you have to put fuel. If you don't put the fuel, guess what? The car is going to run out of fuel and it can't continue. So you'll be stuck and it wouldn't take you anywhere. Same too with your relationship. If that person that loves you so very much has to make a decision to leave you, that means there's something you've been doing wrong. And guess what? When there starts to be lack of trust, you know, every relationship should be having trust. When there starts to be lack of trust, you were in the relationship, you were trusting each other, this person could sit in, this person could do this person, and you could even join money together and do things. But what happens when money is given to you? Take it and do this, execute this project. At the end of the day, there's no money, there's no project executed. What is that telling you? You're creating the basis of no trust. You're telling your partner, I am not competent enough for your trust. So what are you competent for? What are you there for? And when that person starts feeling the betrayal of no trust, guess what? They want to back out. I don't trust this person. And being in a relationship is like, my life is with you. And if I can't trust you, that means I can't trust my life into your hands. Because at any point in time, something may happen to me and you will not be able to give accountability. So why waste my time? Or do I still love you? Or do I still desire you? But these are the reasons that get me to prison and feel like, let me not stay hooked here. I got to go. We got to go. When you start building that loss of trust. You know, when you guys are dating too, you also get to see a pattern. There are certain things that you say, oh, I wouldn't date or marry a man, a woman who's doing this and doing this. But when you guys are dating, you say, okay, I see this incompatibility. I see this one, but I'm just gonna hang there and wish that he changed. Never you deceive yourself. Never you waste your time. Hi, Oliver. Hi, Victoria. Never you waste your time. Because when you waste it, you saw the red flags a long time ago and you decided not to see them. So then why cry? Why bother? You were hoping and thinking that's going to change. How is it going to change? Did the people promise you they're going to change? Was it an agreement? Or it was one of your goals and hope that maybe one day it's going to change. He's so cute and handsome. I can't let him go for anything. I love him so very much. He is footing my bills. He is so cute. Do you want to be in hug with cute? That person is cute, but torturing you. Are you going to eat the cuteness? So by the time one of your eyes is away, you're still going to stay there and say he's cute? What will you use to see the cuteness? Those are the things we kind of miss out most often. And before you see, somebody was loving and caring how they feel, who was there for you, who has been there for you. You say, he loves me so much. She loves me so much. She will never leave me for anything. And before you pick your shop, that person is off your home. You never, at times, somebody will never fought. Somebody will never raise a hand on you. Out of a sudden, start raising their hands on you. Somebody who wouldn't fight or do anything, out of a sudden you guys are fighting. Do you get to ask what's happening? Do you question what's going on? How did this come around? How did it come about? How come? Is it me seeing this, or is it actually happening? You have to ask questions. You have to ask questions and say, what's going on? And you see that you both weren't fighting, and now all of a sudden you're fighting. You need help. Ask for help if you can't. Don't leave it to the extent where the person can't bear it and they say they want to leave. Because when they are at the leaving stage, there's no way you're going to bring them back. So you save the stitch when there's still time. For a stitch in time saves time. Don't let it go down the drain before you start trying to fix what you cannot fix. Don't try to fix what you cannot fix. Fix it when it's still fixable. Yes, you fix it when you cannot, when it's fixable. When a partner starts feeling that you're not listening, that you don't listen to them. Have you ever been somewhere that you don't feel like you're being hurt? That everything that you contribute is not is not valued? And when you talk, it's like nobody talked. And it's all about their opinion, their contribution, and it makes you look so stupid and not brilliant enough. Have you seen that? Have you been in that kind of situation? So imagine your partner. Imagine somebody that you love doing the same thing to you. And you feel unwanted. What are you going to do? You're going to leave even when you love that person above and beyond. That's why the saying I brought in that, do you know that loving people, caring people, people who will give their thing, everything for love, can still leave you because of the way you treat them? If you don't treat them with love, they get a time that they're not able to stand by your unkind decisions. So you have to be mindful. If you're not communicating, say you guys used to communicate, chat, and put out different goals, what you're expecting, what are your goals, where you guys are heading to, what you expect as outcome. But all of a sudden you change. Hi, Crystal. And out of a change, sudden you change. And when you change, you created your own goals. He created his own goals. You guys have no common goals. And no, there's no communication. You know why? Because you're focusing on your own goals and he's focusing on their own goals. Hi, Ayo. Guess what happened? You being in your own goals, you focusing, there cannot be two captains in the ship. There cannot be two pilot. There should be a pilot and there be a co-pilot or assistant. With two people, it's like a competition. You're focusing on, I'm focusing on mine, and the kids are in the middle. The kids are suffering. They don't know who to run to. When you go to mom say go to dad. You go to dad. I told your mom to do this. How come she's not doing it and sending you to me? And you go to mom. I told your mom to do. I told your dad to do it. I told your mom to do it. The children suffer. You yourself, you suffer. And the one who is so loving and caring gets to a point that they say, oh, this is not working. This is not what I bargained for. This is not what I envisaged for me and my family. I feel like I made a very big mistake. Never say never. Have you seen those couples that you thought they were so loving, that they were so kind, that were always hanging together, romantic and everything, divorced? Have you seen them? Some separated, and some divorced and unable to co-parent. Those people that were so loving. That's because those so loving, those so caring, those so ready to put in their best, there comes a time where that loving and caring person says, it is done. Are you supporting your own partner? Be it a fiancé, be it a boyfriend, be it a girlfriend, enough that you both can stand still when the storm is coming? When you watch this, please put your comment in the comment section and share it, because we may not know who we're talking to. We get to learn all the time. Don't take your partner's love for granted. Nurture it and always try to spice it and make it new. For if you don't, there may be a day you're going to be grinding your teeth and asking, how come I didn't see this? I will tell you, you saw the flags, you saw the red flags, but you decided not to recognize them. You told yourself it's not what you're seeing. It felt like you were deceiving yourself. So, be mindful. Be mindful, because anybody who is in love, anybody who cares about you, wants their love to be validated. Tell me if you don't want your love to be validated. Tell me if you want to love somebody who can love you back. You will get tired of loving that person, because what you're doing, you're just emptying your cup, and that person is not refilling it. You have to empty and fill. So if you keep emptying, there comes a time there's nothing for you to still empty. Hi, Isabella. There's comes a time everything you have is finished. What are you going to empty? What are you going to give out? You can't give out what you don't have. You can only give from a pile that you have, that you can share. But if you don't have something, you have an empty cup, there's nothing you're going to give out. Let's be realistic. Let's be honest to ourselves. Tell yourself yourself the truth. Tell the relationship that you're there the truth. And if your partner tell you something in anger, or when you guys are having a small conflict or quarreling, please don't take that for granted. Make sure you note it down, and when that person is in a normal headspace, put that person down and inquire more. If you don't have the capability, investigate, do private investigation. There's been a situation where this woman did not like this man, but because she has to travel to the diaspora, she agreed to marry this man. They had children when they came to the diaspora. They had children. But each time they are in a conflict, the woman will share things, the man will share things. The man will say, oh no, do you know? I dated 5 girls and you are not even one of the classics. You are not my spec. You were never my spec. I don't know how I found myself into you. You got me pregnant. Oh, you got pregnant for me without my consent, and I was stopped. Like, seriously? Don't take that for granted. There is more to it. I've shared with you the story of this girl that this guy, when I married in Nigeria, this is happening like right now. This guy went and married this girl in Nigeria. They both traveled to the United States of America, and they were doing really well. But this guy was earning $5,000, and this girl was earning $7,000 a month. But she lied to the husband and said she was earning $1,000 a month. So the man, as always, showed that the responsibility of the home. He was providing the food, bills, paying for bills, and doing everything with the understanding that the wife is only earning $1,000. Whereas this woman was channeling the extra $6,000 a month into an account. When he did that for a number of years, she has 2 children with this guy. When she did that for a number of years, she traveled back to Nigeria and said she was going for a visit. And the husband said, that is okay, you can go for a visit. So she went back to Nigeria with the money and bought land, 2 plots of land, and started erecting 2 buildings at the same time with the money. And this guy had no clue. This guy loved this woman from moon to earth. And this guy had no understanding that this is what the woman was doing. And somebody called this man and said, oh, congratulations, you are really doing well. I'm so amazed how you're building 2 houses at once. And the man was like, how come? And the guy said, oh, your wife is back home here and she's building the 2 houses on you guys executing you guys' project. And the man was astonished. The man was surprised. The man could not even believe it. Guess what? This man took a flight to come and see it by himself because he couldn't believe. And guess what? When he came, all investigation proved it right. The woman had bought land, 2 plots of land on her name, and his building, the building plan, everything is in her name. So, and this man came, he was so surprised, he was shocked, he couldn't believe it. He was like, how do I start? The man just went into silence and wasn't talking to the girl. So it's this girl who came and started calling people to come and help talk to my husband. And when the husband came, she said, this woman, I've laid down my life to her. If she could do this to me, there's more she can do that I cannot imagine. And shared the story. And in judging, the woman defended herself. You know what she said? She said she believed everything she owns is also the husband. So she was just doing that to surprise the husband. And they said, if it was a surprise, did you put the names of the document of the property in your husband's name or you and your husband's name? She said, in her name. And you know, as I say, that sometimes those that love you so very much, those that care for you so very much, can leave you. Not because they don't love you anymore, but because of the way you treat them. So this man still, though wanting to leave the woman, still loved that woman and was ready for amends if she could. So this woman was asked, now that your husband wants to go, if he was to accept you back on the condition that all the things be put in your husband's name, since you said it was going to be a surprise, is that something you're ready to do? Do you know, this woman couldn't answer. She could not respond. That's to tell you that there was more to what she was doing. Who knows? She's erecting those buildings. What next? What if she gets to hide or eliminate the husband so that he could be managing and be doing her, or get married to somebody else that she loves? Maybe she doesn't even love the man. Maybe she's just traveling with the man just for papers. There are a lot of things people do. Traveling just to be in the diaspora. So, what will you say in this situation? Though this man loved this woman so very much, her ability to execute a project without his knowledge, the ability to lie, the ability of communicating, this man has no trust for this woman. And guess what? So, the man, though he loves that woman, has to step back. Have to say, I am done. For their own sanity, for their own well-being, despite the fact that they are still loving this individual. Do you know that most of the time the good people are always the ones that get to hurt more? The people who are ready to sacrifice, who are ready to go extra miles for peace, for love, are always the people that suffer more. And you will come in and say, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you. And when you're into that relationship, you start treating the other partner so bad that the other partner has no option but to say, I am done. See this relationship where this guy has nurtured. This guy had to give up his kidney, one of his kidney for this girlfriend, had to sponsor this girl. But guess what? When this girl graduated from the university, she said that the guy is no more her spec. That the guy is so looker. The guy is not romantic. The guy is so money focused and not. But is that guy who was paying your rent? Is that guy who paid your fees? Is that guy who took your mom to the hospital when she was sick? Is that guy who rented the house that your parents are staying? Is that same guy who's sponsoring your kid brothers? But when you're done school with his money and effort, now you say, you are no more my spec. And the more reason we have to let go those that we love and cherish. So at times, you know how you desire something so much. When you desire something, put in your effort, your best, and that thing does not desire you. Don't force it. Go where you are loved. Go where you are cherished. Go where you're desired. Go where you're catered for. Go where you are welcome. And shift that your love to that direction. For if you do, trust me, you're gonna be saying it was worth that decision. So I got to go now. Hi sis, please put your comments. Those YouTube, Isabel, Han, Michael, Gala, Blazing, please share. Please put your comments. I thank you all for watching. Maybe same time tomorrow, 12 o'clock or before 12 o'clock. We will have a quick gist again about relationship. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. For your comments also matter a lot to me and other people who watch, so that they can improve one thing or the other in their life. Remember, here we go for positivity. No hate comments, no negative comments. All positivity and constructive positivity. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Love you. Bye bye.